If you were born between the years of 1976 and 1996, if you have a small and almost unnoticeable curve on the outer edge of your left palm, listen to me carefully, because you did not find this message by accident. You have been walking around with a profound sense of heaviness, a feeling that something massive is looming just over the horizon. You wake up exhausted. You feel drained after spending even 10 minutes in a crowded room. You stare at the current events unfolding across the globe and your chest tightens, not with fear, but with a bizarre and unexplainable sense of recognition. You need to understand right now that you are not losing your mind. You are not broken. You are not experiencing depression. You are displaying the exact and undeniable symptoms of the chosen. For years, you have been carrying the weight of the world. You have been labeled as too sensitive. You have been told you care too much. You have felt a crippling isolation, even when surrounded by people who love you. We need to reframe this right now, because that isolation is not a curse. That deep sensitivity is not a flaw. It is a silent training. You are going through an intense and localized geographical recalibration. You are a warrior of the unseen. Your soul is currently executing a highly complex spiritual algorithm. Every single time you felt like you did not belong on this planet, every time you felt entirely alienated from the trivial concerns of modern society, that was your cellular memory kicking in. That was your higher self reminding you of the mission of the bridge. You are not just a human being struggling to survive. You are an advanced energetic architecture. Edgar Cayce knew you were coming. The undisputed father of holistic medicine and the greatest visionary of the 20th century saw this exact timeline. He did not just look at human disease. He looked at the spiritual science of the human soul. He traveled deep into the Akashic records. He accessed the eternal database of the universe. He read the energetic fingerprints of the earth. And what he saw regarding the year 2026 is absolutely staggering. He saw a massive convergence, a total recalibration of global power and planetary frequency. But more importantly, he saw a specific group of souls who engineered their own destiny. Souls who deliberately programmed their coordinates to align with a very specific landmass. Cayce revealed that the North American continent would become the ultimate energetic refuge, not because of its politics, not because of its government or its economy, but because of the ancient crystalline grid buried deep beneath the soil of the United States. Your soul knew about this grid. Your soul did the math lifetimes ago. You engineered your destiny to ensure you would be in the right hemisphere, in the right geographical pocket. When the great shift of 2026 finally hits, that is why your life has felt completely chaotic. That is why certain relationships were violently ripped away from you. That is why certain career paths completely collapsed right in front of your eyes. It was not a punishment. It was the universe forcefully pushing you into your designated safe zone. It was destiny engineering in its purest form. Think about a homing pigeon. Think about a migratory bird that flies 10,000 miles across oceans without a map. That bird is not guessing. It is feeling the magnetic pull of the earth. That is exactly what your cellular memory has been doing your entire life. You have been flying through the dark, navigating through pure spiritual instinct. And the exhaustion you feel is simply the friction of your physical body trying to catch up with the monumental blueprint your soul has already constructed. You are a living antenna. And right now you are picking up the massive frequency waves of 2026. In the next 5 minutes, I am going to reveal the exact geographical safe zones Edgar Cayce identified inside the United States. I am going to show you why the pain in your lower back and the ringing in your ears are directly connected to the shifting tectonic plates of the earth. I am going to pull back the curtain on the Akashic records and explain the precise spiritual mechanics your soul used to lock in your current timeline. You are going to discover why the hardest years of your life were actually a mandatory spiritual boot camp, designed specifically to prepare your nervous system for the energetic surge that is about to sweep across the globe. You will finally realize the ultimate truth. You did not come here to hide. You came here to hold the line. Every moment of doubt, every tear you shed in the dark, every time you asked the universe why your path had to be so incredibly difficult, it was all leading to this exact realization. You are carrying a specific sequence of light codes. You are a crucial pillar in the architectural framework of the new Earth. The Akashic records show that you volunteered for the hardest mission of all, to be awake while the rest of the world was asleep, to feel the tremors before the earthquake, to build the spiritual ark before the flood. The year 2026 is rapidly approaching, and your internal compass is spinning wildly because you are finally nearing magnetic north. You need to claim this identity. You need to anchor this realization deep into your physical body right now. You need to signal to your cellular structure that the period of confusion is officially over, that you have received the transmission, that you finally recognize your own reflection in the mirror. Go to the comments right now. Leave a permanent mark on this timeline. Type the words, "I understand my mission now." Let those exact words be the energetic key that unlocks your true potential. Let it be the activation code your soul has been waiting to hear. Type it, "I understand my mission now," and brace yourself, because the veil is about to lift, and everything you thought you knew about the history of this world is about to change. If you were born between 1971 and 1995, if you have a faint, almost invisible scar or birthmark on the left side of your body, or if you have a slight, distinct curve on the lifeline in the palm of your right hand, you need to stop everything you are doing and listen to me very carefully. If you have spent your entire life feeling this bizarre, unexplainable, almost painful pull towards specific landscapes, if you have ever felt homesick for a place you have never even visited, this is not wanderlust. This is not a random psychological quirk. This is destiny engineering. Edgar Cayce saw this exact moment approaching. The sleeping prophet, the undisputed father of holistic medicine. He did not just diagnose the physical ailments of the human body. He diagnosed the ultimate trajectory of human history. When he placed himself into a self-induced trance and accessed the infinite library of the Akashic records, he did not just see the past. He saw the master blueprint of your specific soul. He saw the exact geographical and temporal coordinates your soul deliberately programmed for the year 2026. Your soul is a master architect of timelines. It does not play dice with your incarnation. It does not guess. It calculates. Before you even took your first breath in this current lifetime, before your physical heart rhythmically beat for the very first time, your higher self sat in the council of the unseen, and it wrote a hyper-specific line of code deep into your cellular memory. You chose the exact family lineage. You chose the exact socio-economic struggles. But most importantly, you chose the exact longitude and latitude for the Great Convergence. You engineered a highly sophisticated refuge protocol. Let us completely reframe the heaviness you have been carrying for years, that crushing, paralyzing exhaustion you feel when you simply walk into a brightly lit grocery store, that sudden overwhelming anxiety when you are standing in a crowded room full of perfectly normal people, that deep, aching, isolating loneliness that hits you in the middle of the night. Even when you are sleeping next to someone who loves you, you have spent decades thinking something was fundamentally broken inside of you. You thought you were just too sensitive for the harsh, jagged edges of this world. You went to conventional doctors. You tried cognitive therapies. You bought endless rows of supplements. But the deep weariness never left your bones. I need you to absolutely shatter that victim narrative right now. You are not broken. You are a warrior of the unseen. You are undergoing rigorous, intense, silent training. That chronic exhaustion is the tangible physical toll of a monumental energetic download. Your physical body is quite literally acting as a human tuning fork. You are absorbing the chaotic, heavy, decaying frequencies of a collapsing old world, and you are desperately trying to translate them into the lighter frequency of the new Earth. This is a highly classified bridge mission, and you are the heavy lifter. You are the structural support. Edgar Cayce spoke extensively of a timeline where the Earth itself would undergo a massive physical and spiritual recalibration. He spoke of the shifting of the magnetic poles. He spoke of the rising of ancient lands and the falling of modern empires. But beneath the surface of these dramatic geological predictions lies the most profound spiritual science ever documented: the 2026 Refuge Protocol. According to the data streams within the Akashic records, the geographical landmass of the United States was not just founded as a rebellious political experiment. It was deliberately seeded centuries ago as a massive energetic sanctuary. It is a highly specific grid of crystalline power nodes, an interlocking web of ancient quartz beds, dormant volcanoes, and magnetic anomalies designed to activate when the global frequency reached a critical, irreversible tipping point. That tipping point is the year 2026. If you live in the United States right now, or if you have felt a desperate, magnetic, irrational urge to relocate there, or to move to a very specific region within it, the Appalachian Mountains, the deep desert of the Southwest, the rugged coastlines of the Pacific, this is your cellular memory sounding a massive internal alarm. Your soul planted a multidimensional homing beacon deep inside your DNA, and that beacon is mathematically programmed to go off right before the year 2026. You are being positioned. You are being moved like a highly valuable, heavily guarded chess piece on a global, multidimensional board. The divine, uncompromising intelligence of the universe is currently engineering your destiny. Think deeply about the ancient, lost civilization of Atlantis. Edgar Cayce boldly revealed that the souls of Atlantis are reincarnating right now in completely unprecedented numbers. They are flooding the Earth system, and they are gathering primarily in the Americas. Listen to me. They are you. You are the Atlantean return. You lived through the Great Inundation. You still carry the subconscious trauma of the final fall, but you also carry the supreme technological, architectural, and spiritual wisdom of the ultimate golden age. You came back to get it right this time. You personally programmed your current geographical location so you could be standing on perfectly stable energetic ground when the timeline violently shifts. Every single frustrating detour in your life, every seemingly secure job you lost out of nowhere, every long-term relationship that inexplicably fell apart overnight, every time you were forced to pack up your entire life and move to a new, unfamiliar city when it made absolutely no logical or financial sense, that was not bad luck. That was not the universe punishing you. That was the 2026 Refuge protocol aggressively overriding your fragile human ego. Your human mind desperately wanted comfort. Your human mind begged for predictability. But your immortal soul demanded absolute alignment. Your soul forcefully dismantled your comfortable, stagnant life to relentlessly push you toward your designated geographic node. Your soul burned down your house just to force you to walk down the right path. You must deeply understand the sheer magnitude of what is rapidly approaching. In the next few minutes, I am going to reveal exactly how to decode the specific microlocation your soul has chosen for you. I am going to show you how to read the invisible energetic ley lines hiding in plain sight in your own neighborhood, because you absolutely cannot afford to be asleep at the wheel anymore. The training wheels are permanently coming off. The simulation is cracking. You are a crucial load-bearing pillar in a network of living light that spans the entire North American continent. When the magnetic fields finally snap, when the collective consciousness of humanity experiences the blinding shockwave of sudden awakening, the grid will desperately need anchors. It will need human stabilizers. It will need people who do not immediately succumb to mass panic, people who possess the ancient Akashic wisdom in their very blood, people who remember the old ways. You are that anchor. Your physical body is the exact organic technology that will stabilize the Earth's crust and calm the collective mind. This is exactly why you mysteriously wake up at exactly 3:33 in the morning, night after night, staring at the ceiling with your heart racing. This is why your ears randomly ring with a high-pitched, piercing frequency that no medical specialist can logically explain. This is high-level spiritual science in real-time action. Your pineal gland is frantically receiving encrypted telemetry directly from the Akashic field. You are being energetically calibrated for the year 2026. You are being prepped for the ultimate, final phase of the bridge mission. Do not let the mundane, repetitive illusions of your daily routine blind you to your true monumental purpose. Do not let the illusion of the 9-to-5 grind convince you that you are ordinary. You are not just a civilian randomly trying to pay bills and survive the week. You are a highly trained master of destiny engineering. You are a senior architect of the new dawn. I need you to actively confirm your conscious participation in this sacred protocol. I need you to loudly declare to the entire universe that you finally recognize your own sovereign power. Go down to the comments right now. Do not hesitate. This is a vital, necessary, physical step in your energetic activation. Type these exact words. I activate my 2026 Refuge protocol. Let the deliberate physical action of typing those specific words solidify your unbreakable commitment. Let it send a massive, undeniable ripple straight through the Akashic field. Let it alert your spirit guides that you are finally online. Type it right now. I activate my 2026 Refuge protocol and intensely prepare your mind, because the next layer of this ancient mystery is going to completely and utterly redefine your entire understanding of your own bloodline. You are no longer just a spectator in this cosmic theater. The moment you typed those words, the moment you anchored that specific frequency into the physical plane, you crossed an invisible threshold. You stepped out of the shadow of victimhood. You claimed your rightful place. You alerted the intricate web of the universe that you are awake, and you are ready for the truth. Look back at the trajectory of your life up until this exact second. Look at the chronic fatigue that no doctor could ever properly explain. Look at the sudden bouts of overwhelming sorrow, the deep, heavy, unshakable feeling of isolation, the profound sensation that you were dropped off on the wrong planet, with the wrong family, in the entirely wrong era. Modern society loves to label this. They want to call it anxiety. They want to call it depression. They want to diagnose you. They want to medicate your spiritual awakening away. They want to numb your biological antenna. But Edgar Cayce knew the absolute truth. The undisputed father of holistic medicine. The sleeping prophet who effortlessly accessed the highest realms of the universe. He knew exactly what this heavy burden was. He read the Akashic records of ancient souls just like yours. He saw the incredibly complex energetic blueprint of your specific cellular memory. This was never a sickness. This was never a flaw in your biology. This is your silent training. Listen to me very closely right now. If you were born between 1970 and 1995, if you have ever experienced a sudden, high-pitched ringing in your left ear right when the room goes completely quiet, if you trace a faint, almost invisible secondary line running directly parallel to the lifeline on your right palm, you are the exact demographic Cayce was talking about. You are the specific soul group that eagerly volunteered for the heaviest energetic lifting in human history. You are a true warrior of the unseen. You are part of a highly specialized tactical unit of spiritual light. And your soul engineered a flawless destiny. Long before you took your very first breath in this current fragile physical body, you meticulously programmed your own cosmic GPS. You coded a specific, non-negotiable survival coordinate deep into your DNA, and that supreme coordinate is the United States of America. For the monumental year of 2026, this is not about modern politics. This is not about global economics. This is pure, unadulterated spiritual science. The North American landmass contains extremely specific energetic grid points. Massive, deep crystalline structures buried miles beneath the physical soil. Cayce saw these hidden sanctuaries. He knew that when the global frequency violently shifted, when the great planetary clearing finally began, certain highly advanced souls needed to be positioned perfectly on the chessboard. Your soul chose this land to anchor the new earth. You are executing a master plan of geographic salvation. Stay with me. Do not look away for a single second. Because in exactly 4 minutes, I am going to break down the exact geographic safe zones Cayce clearly identified. I will reveal the specific regions that hold the absolute highest vibratory protection for the impending 2026 shift. You desperately need to know this. The spiritual survival of your lineage entirely depends on this exact knowledge. Think about the sheer magnitude of what you have silently survived over the years. Every massive heartbreak, every devastating financial collapse, every profound and shocking betrayal by those you loved. It was never a punishment. It was perfectly calibrated friction. It was intense spiritual resistance training. You were literally lifting heavy energetic weights in the dark, so you could be strong enough to physically hold the light when the grid goes dark. Your extreme sensitivity is not a curse. It is a highly advanced quantum radar system. When you feel completely drained and physically exhausted after simply going to a crowded grocery store, it is not because you are weak. It is because your aura is passively transmuting the dense collective trauma of hundreds of oblivious strangers. You are doing the grueling energetic work of a saint. while simply buying bread. That is the immense burden of the bridge mission. You are the vital bridge between the collapsing old world and the rising new earth. Cayce tapped into the universal mainframe and saw you doing this. He saw the ancient migrations of the enlightened ones. He saw how the high priests and priestesses scattered across the globe, only to strictly agree to reunite, here, now, in this exact geographical territory, for the explosive events leading directly up to 2026. That sudden and intense urge you get to move, that inexplicable and nagging craving to pack up and relocate to a completely different state or city, that is not a random fleeting thought. That is your soul loudly executing the exact protocol. That is your cellular memory violently firing on all cylinders. That is the Akashic programming overriding your logical brain. You are the master architect. You are the supreme engineer of your own destiny. I need you to fully claim this monumental identity right now. I need you to permanently carve this profound realization into the digital and spiritual ether. Go to the comments immediately. Do not wait for anyone to give you permission. Type these exact words. I am a warrior of the unseen, and I accept my mission. Let the deliberate physical act of typing these powerful words permanently seal your energetic contract. Put it into the universe right now. Type it. I am a warrior of the unseen, and I accept my mission. Because the much deeper we go into these profound Akashic revelations, the more you will completely realize that absolutely nothing in your entire life was a mistake. Every single tear, every single night of insomnia, it was all flawless preparation. It was all a perfectly calculated and engineered move. And in the next few ticking moments, everything you firmly thought you knew about your own personal family tree, everything you believed about your mundane bloodline, is going to completely and utterly shatter